I have got to cover so much stuff that I've missed out on this channel that I have got a massive long list and I don't know where to start. So I wrote down all the DLC cars I haven't checked out yet, all the mods I haven't checked out yet, wrote them down on a list, picked them at random, and today we are checking out the Blister Kanjo. The Dinka Blista Kanjo. This is actually from the latest DLC for GTA 5. I think this came out sometime end of last year. That's how long it's been. But we haven't checked this out yet, and I'm very intrigued to see an EK Civic inside of GTA 5, but a law-friendly version of the EK Civic. Although from the back here, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of Rover 200. There's a little bit of that in this back end that I'm feeling, which is an interesting combination, I have to say. So today, I figured we'd just go ahead, park up somewhere. Perhaps not there, because it turns out we can't go up curbs. And we'll have a look at this and have a look at the parts and see if we can't make a couple of really cool builds. Let's check it out. So here she is, looking very much like a Honda Civic EK from the front. I mean, there's definitely not much in it. That grille, those lights, they're not identical, but it's pretty similar. You definitely understand what car this is supposed to look like. On the side here, we have the typical two-door shape, invariable valve timing, and the Blister badging on the back. No Kanjo badging. We do have the old Dinka badge on the front though, but that's about it. We're also indicating left this time. We do actually have a stock spoiler, a big spoiler. I wonder if that is actually stock. Then on the interior, sadly nothing special, nothing custom. It's just a generic interior that they've chucked in here with the Dinka badge on the steering wheel. On the engine bay, we do have a B-Series-esque looking engine, which is actually the... Oh, actually, it's not the right scale. Why do these engines look so big? Is anyone else getting this? There's a couple of cars that I've noticed this with, but it just seems a bit oversized. But we do actually have 3D modeling on the throttle bodies and some intake piping and the exhaust manifold as well. We've also got some braided line going along here to what I presume is a catch can. But yeah, it does actually have some 3D stuff in there, which is nice. But anyway, onto the custom parts, and we've actually got a lot of stuff. So I'm going to start with livery first of all, and get that all out of the way. So street decals is actually just these on the side here. They are black. I guess the shopping list is just going to be the white version. Okay, that makes sense. This is actually a literal shopping list. The black one actually has brands. The shopping list is literally just milk, apples, drumsticks, jerky, donuts, or muesli, tomatoes, yogurt, tuna, and eggs. I don't think anyone's going to be running that one. Then we have the Clubman Racer, which is actually a pretty nice look. Even though it doesn't have a number, that's still nice and gentle. Oh. Oh. Well, okay. I think you guys, I don't know if you guys are sick of me doing these wrap builds every time we get a car with this rust livery. I can't help myself. It doesn't really go with this sort of car, but I'm always a fan of it. It's always a fun build to have. We've got the Outlaw Racer. Got some katakana going on down here. Doesn't say anything exciting, just says Dinka Blista. Then we've got some writing, too slow, Mr. Policeman, Figureight. This does actually seem like an Americanized version of the sort of stuff that Japanese guys do. So I guess as this is called the Kanjo, this is going to be based on that sort of stuff. This also reminds me of, oh, I've forgotten the name of the brand, but there's definitely some sort of like, it's not actually a brand, is it? It's like a crew or something like that from Japan, and they have a hand signal gesture. And I can't remember what it's called. You guys have to let me know in the comment section below for that one. Then we have this one in white and black as well, which is looking pretty cool. We have the Midnight Champion. These are all definitely very Kanjo Racer inspired, which is nice to see. Goes with the namesake. Then we have some more generic American racer style ones. Although this one actually looks quite nice. The blue to whatever color we want. Number 59 Atomic. That one looks like... Oh, what is this one? Oh my god. My mind has gone completely blank. Spoon! Is that right? It looks like the sort of Spoon livery where it has like the... It goes from like yellow to blue. That's what I'm feeling anyway. Then we also have Globe Oil Racing. Looking pretty nice. I don't mind that one actually. Then we have the Dinka Race Team. Again, another one like that. We have the Retro Fukaro. I do like that one. There's something about that resonates with me. I quite like that one. And then, of course, we have to have some Itasha style stuff with some anime characters on. Shiny Wasabi Kitty to finish. Do you know what? For this first one, what do I do? I'm going to go for the Outlaw Racer one. We'll do that one. So on the trim, we have some sun strip options. Oh, actually matches with the livery as well. Let's see what changes we can get with that. Oh, Mind-Max, Dinka Racing, rust on rust on the vinyl sticker on your window. Yep, that makes sense. Dinka Racing, Fukaru, Dinka Racing, Blister, Fukaru, and then Princess Robot Bubble Gum. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with the Sunstrip. Why not? On the arch covers, oh, yellow headlights. Ah, sort of yellow, but not in the right way. It looks a bit weird. Doesn't really look right, but I can't argue with Rockstar adding in stuff like coloured headlights because that's a thing they've not really done. Now we've got some headlight covers as well in primary and secondary colour. And then we also have that with intakes on one side. And then we also have that version in carbon fibre. I'm going to go for that primary colour headlight one. It seems to me that most of this is just going to be black. I'm sure we'll see with the paint in a minute how much of that is just livery. Then on the doors we have the options of some wind deflectors, also in carbon, and window nets. I'm going to go for some wind deflectors. Then onto the spoiler. Let's actually get onto the main beef of this thing. So this is actually the stock spoiler. Then we have the primary OEMs. That sort of changes it up from like the plastic style one. Then we have that in secondary colour. We have an annoying sticker bomb one, which I'm always a hater of. I absolutely hate sticker bomb stuff. We have a carbon version. We then have the raised wing. I mean, you cannot say no to that on a Civic, can you really? It has to happen. Unless there's something even better. Oh, man. Oh, this is actually quite nice. Primary flap wing. That's interesting. It's not as good as the other one, but it's interesting. Then we have the street wing. I'm not too sure about this sort of wing on this sort of car. I'm not really feeling any of these, but they're all there. For those of you that... Oh, Jesus. Oof. Wow. That one's... interesting. That's interesting. Okay. Then we have the extreme performance wing. These are definitely getting a bit fruity. Wow. Okay. This rear mounted one here. Loop battle wing. Obviously supposed to be in reference to the Kanjo. Then we have the loop battle wing, which I guess is obviously supposed to be in reference to the Kanjo loop, as well as the name of the car. I'm not too sure about that one either, but it's pretty mad. And then we also have the circuit master wing as well. I really like the, where is it? The raised wing. That's so fun. I've got to go for that one. On the front bumper, what have we got? We got the stock. We got the half primary splitter. It's kind of hard to tell this one because of the livery that we've chosen here and the black color. Then we have the full primary. We have that in sticker bomb. Ugh. We got a street bumper. These all look very similar. Oh, I see. It's got a bit more venting. Yeah, that one's not bad. We have the track bumper. Do you know what? I actually like that this doesn't go too crazy. It actually has various different things on the same design bumper. So we've still got like that with some canards and some vents and stuff without going too crazy. I like what Rockstar have done here. So we've got that one as well with the holes, lightened it up. Yeah, these combinations are good. Even this, the Highway Racer, it's all working for me. This is actually pretty good. Wow, these get pretty mad as well. Okay. Well, I'm going to make this a not so crazy street racer, but still pretty full on. So I quite like the look of the lightened street. On the rear bumper, we've got plenty of options. Let's turn the car around so we can actually see it in the sun. Do you know what? I'm going to change the colour because it's a bit too dark looking. Not to say that it actually looked bad. It actually looked great. It's just that it's really hard to see some stuff. Although this livery is all over the bumper anyway. So on the rear bumper, we have the stock. We have the primary trim. We've got the subway ring. We've got the primary trim and subway ring. We've got the gross sticker bomb. We've got the lightened bumper. I might have to go for this. I like actually that we've got a bit of a gross tip on the exhaust as well. That's a nice touch. We've also got that with the diffuser. Oh my god, the street SPL bumper. Highway Racer. These are pretty mad. Look at this. I tell you what, I really like the parts that Rockstar have gone for on this. This looks absolutely mad. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna go for... kind of thinking of going for that one or just the one before. I'm gonna go for that one. I'm just gonna make this like a full lightened, like try and make it like not an expensive looking one, but like lightened so we can get as much speed out of it as possible. Just a nice Kanjo Loop racer. Though these skirts are all pretty much just recolors, then we have the street skirts, the carbon streets, and the race and the carbon race. Doesn't really add too much. I think I'll just keep that like that. On the exhaust, plenty of options. Gets rid of that. We can have the twin version of that. We have a titanium tip exhaust. We have another one without that. Oh, yes. Thank you, Rockstar. Thank you for giving us the choice. That's so much better. Then we have that one and a chrome version. Oh, this is much better. They're learning. There we go. Big bore as well. Yes. Yes. I've been saying this for years. I'm so happy that they've finally done this. Then we've got blast pipes. And, of course, we have the Shackdown. Doesn't really go with this, though. So, I'm thinking of, I don't know, something like that. Is actually a good, appropriate size for a Civic. You know what? I'll just go for the chrome track. There we go. And actually, I'm kind of boring at this bumper. I might go for the diffuser as well. Something like that. Highway Racer, that's a winner. On the chassis, we want to go for some cage stuff. So we have the stock, we have the street. Oh, it's just in the back there. We have the track half cage, which changes the seats as well. We have more and more stuff as we go along. Till we have the full padded cage. I think for this one, because I want it to sort of look a bit budget, but still kind of fast, I'm just going to go for the track half cage. On the grille, let's see, what have we got here? So this has changed as the grille surrounds there. We can also debadge it, which actually looks quite nice on this car. We have the exposed intercooler for a turbo version as well. Black Dinka, white Dinka, and then one with an intercooler spray and the twin fans. I'm going to go for the twin fans on that one. On the bonnet, we've got the hood bra. Always a nice touch. It's actually quite a... looks almost like a plastic. Kind of a weird material. We have the secondary colour hood. We've got the sticker bomb. Get rid of that. We've got the rusty. Although I'm still not a fan of the texture that they're using for this, where it's got like the white base. It would be so much better if it was just uniform rust. None of this green and white and whatever, because it looks a bit nasty. We have the carbon one. We have the lifted. Oh, we've got to go for some of that. We've got to go for some of that. We've also got the street hood here. Carbon hood. Different vent combinations and colours. And, oh my god. I mean, that doesn't suit this build, but that is hilarious. Dear god. Okay, I think I'm just going to go with the primary lifted. There we go. Okay, front fenders. I can see sticker bomb. I know it's a terrible thing. Also on the rear, absolutely gross. Get rid of them. We've got the vented front fenders. We've got some, how do they compare? Street? Seem to be the same. Oh, it just adds it to the rear as well. We're going to have to look out for that. Okay. Then we've also got that in carbon. We've got the track fenders in carbon. And then we've got race fenders. It just gets wider and wider at the back. Like that. Well, that's too fancy and expensive for this car. So I think just some front fenders with a vent in is going to be more than enough. Okay, boot lid, primary colour, secondary colour, which also changes the trim around that. Having that in primary colour does look a lot better. Also got that in gross sticker bomb and carbon. I mean, we are going for a kind of racy theme, so actually I might go for carbon on that, and then on the hood, go for the lifted carbon hood as well. Yeah, we'll do that. On the roof, we have the stock, we've got the secondary, we've got the sticker bomb, we've got the carbon, we've got the roof box. Doesn't match this one. We've got the roof rack. And then we've got the off to the track look. No, we want to keep this on the streets. Let's keep it stock. And then we just turn everything up. Let's just, all brakes, engine, transmission, suspension. Oh, no, 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 no. Rockstar, what are you doing? What is this? What are you doing? No. They make this Kanjo Racer, they make it just full of these performance parts and race-inspired things, and then that. Oh, I mean, interestingly though, this doesn't change the height between the two, it just changes the camber. But even then, ugh. I mean, anything lower than just that basic lowered one just looks wrong on this. I'm going to go for streets and then change it in V-Stancer and tighten it up. So even though we had red, I'm going to go back to black just because I think that this black and red line look does look really cool. Windows, we won't tint them, actually. We want some good visibility for racing. We've got an extra, and again, no idea what it adds and changes. Can't see a difference. Let's add a turbo, and let's just change the wheels. Okay, so I'm going to go with these wheels because I think they suit this car absolutely perfectly. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to V-Stancer and I'm instantly just going to make them smaller because I think they're just a little bit too big for this car. It would be nice, really. Hopefully this would be a thing in GTA 6 or something where we can change not just the wheel size but the tyre size, because I would really like to just have smaller wheels but then chunkier tyres to go with it. So actually, I guess I'm going to have to make these wheels a little bit bigger anyway. And then we can also bring that track width out and also bring that down. That's definitely a lot better. Those wheels were just a little bit too big for those arches. We'll knock that down at the rear, but actually not too much. We'll have that up. We'll give it a bit of rake. And we'll give it some track width. This isn't supposed to be a stance car. This is supposed to be an actual usable racing car. So we don't want to go too crazy, but I will bring that out like that. And there we go. There's a build right there. This thing actually looks pretty mad. I like this. This looks really cool. Now, this is definitely what I would say is what I would do if I was in online. You know, apart from the old V-Stancer and the wheels thing. Seems we don't get this in online. This is actually a definite winner. But I do want to see what other type of styles we can get with this. So I'm going to go in the complete opposite direction. And I'm going to go for a slammed, cambered, rat rod look. Just because I want to see what it looks like on a Civic EK. Just want to see what it looks like. But this is definitely good for some Kanjo Racer. In fact, I really need to set the scene without crashing into a wall. Let's make it, there we go, 1 o'clock in the morning. Ah, that is already very atmospheric. I'm going to do something I don't ever do. I'm actually going to change the number plate. I'm going to get rid of the Figureight. I'm going to keep it black though. I always go for black. But I'm just going to go for the classic sort of like I11111I thing. There we go. That's a proper street racer number plate right there. And here we are. This is the life. Racing on the, not the Kanjo loop, because we are in Los Santos. But this is as close as we're going to get. Racing on the highway in a souped up Civic. Hell yeah, this is cool. I do hope that there are groups of people in GT Online that just all get these cars and just race each other around on the motorways. Oh, that's got to be a thing. That's going to be one positive to online mode. I've definitely got to see that. Well, I'm just going to go in the complete opposite direction now. I'm going to set it back today, and I'm going to make the craziest stanced out, rusty looking thing I can. And I'm just going to show you the results in 3, 2, 1. And here it is in all of its absolutely disgusting rusty glory. I've actually got a couple of things that I want to pick up on right here. Because there's a couple of bits that disappointed me. And it was mostly just where it was obvious that this livery just didn't work. Like having it around this plastic grille surround. Having it on these wind deflectors. Having it on these wing mirrors. It doesn't really work. It's a shame that it was added to everything. Like even the plastic door handles managed to get covered in there somehow. It just would have been better if we had it not on all the plastics and everything. It does look a bit strange. But I did say I was going to go for a crazy stanced out rusty one. And I think I have done that. But there we go, guys. That is it for this build and this car. If you guys I actually want to see how you guys have built yours, whether it's in single player with mods or GT Online. You can send me pictures on my Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter and everything in the description below. I'd love to see them. You can tweet them at me. That's it, guys. If you have got all the way to the end of this video, you can say Grandma's Gold in the comment section below. But that's it for this video. I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.